Namaste and welcome to Pramanic Astrology channel. I'm your host Prasad Mahasani. Help you raise your vibrations and become your true self with the help of Vedic Astrology. Just confirm audio is all right and video is all right. You're able to hear me and see me. Okay, and if you're watching it as a live or replay, you're welcome. Okay, so first thing I would recommend you is to go and watch my training. I have a 3 hour free workshop, and I'll share the link with you so that you'll be able to go and watch that training. I'm just sharing this here, and I want you guys to just go to this link and register for 3 hour training, which will help you to get started into Vedic astrology. Yes. Mathava Kumar V, greetings, sir. Yes, welcome, Mathava Kumar. Welcome, Shabi Namaz, Rosie Walia, Ashwin Sharma, Neha Ji, Barbara Bagarik, Random Geek. Welcome, all of you. If you have any question around Vedic astrology, please share that. I'll be reading those questions and answering those questions into this. Okay, so please share that. Jen K. Pankey, welcome. Avneet Singh Khurana, Sardar Nasir Riaz, Shabi Namaz. Okay, so if you have any question around Gitanjali Sharma ji, Radhe Radhe, yes. Hello. Avneet Singh Khurana, are you taking personal charts? No. But maybe if it is interesting, I can share the screen, we'll discuss the chart as well. Is it possible to be successful in life with Rahu in 7th from Lagna and 10th from Ardha Lagna, even if it is in Pisces? Yes, why not? Okay, Rahu in the 7th house is a very good placement for your social status. Okay, because 7th house is the house which is about the other people and what other people think about you. Okay, so it's a good house for Ketu to be in. Okay, it can be different when we are judging the relationships, the quality of the relationships and the things around relationship. But for the social status, 7th house Rahu is amazing. I love that. How will be the Venus Kritika 4th pada and Saturn Rohini pada 2 in the 10th house Leo ascendant? Okay, when when it's into the when it's in the Kritika 4th pada, it goes into the exalted pada of Pisces. Okay, and for Saturn in Rohini pada 2, it goes into the Vargottama. Okay, so when these two planets coming together is a very good combination because these two are friend. But you have to see the Leo ascendant and how these planets are working for Leo ascendants, and also you have to check for the placement of Mars, because Mars is a yoga karaka, extremely benefic planet for Leo ascendant, so he will guide with this. Can I buy a new iPhone during this Mercury? Most definitely. Okay, Mercury retrograde is not only about you know about some technological mishaps. But during this time, stock market will also make a lot of swings, will be volatile or trending, but there would be some movement. So check out for that as well. But from iPhone, you can most definitely buy it anytime. Don't just stop for just because it is Mercury retrograde. Don't wait for that. Sir, I'm calculating the Kundalini Guru Shani 11th house. Is it lucky or something? I don't know. Like check the lordships. I do it technically. Okay, I don't have I don't have any other way to look at it. But I simply do the lords and how these lords are connected, and that gives me that understanding about what this conjunction look like for each planets. Okay. Humble request to reply my question. Sir, it is not possible to reply your question. Please don't share your birth details on the public platform. But if you have any technical thing, you can always ask. Okay. Please don't share your personal details here. It's not advisable. So if a planet is at 0 degrees, then how Saturn Mahadasha goes and its compass. What is your ascendant? Okay. When the degree of the planets will show the avasthas of the planets or baladi avasthas, lajitadi avasthas, but also check the dasha and lordship of that planet. Whether you have the uh, benefic effect or malefic effect of this planet, then see what is the degree of that planet. Okay. But yes, anytime when you see a planet in 0 degrees or 29 degrees, always check it, especially if it is into the last few degrees of the water sign or the first few degrees of the fire sign. Then you have to see them carefully because that is a most karmic point in the chart. So sun Mercury Rahu conjunction in the 10th house of Cancer Ascendant, great combination. Don't Please don't share your birth details here. Greetings, sir. How will be the marriage life if Venus is conjunct with Mercury in Mula Nakshatra and Ketu is in Jupiter house? What is the ascendant? Where it is placed in? Which house? Tula Lagna prediction, Kumbh Rashi job, please. No, I can't do that because this information is not enough. Okay, if you want to know more about the job, you have to see the first lord, the 10th lord of D1 as well as the D10, and there are a few other techniques which we apply on D10, which will help you understand and get some understanding about what's happening in with job. Okay, and for health issues, we see some there is one concept of arishta yoga. Okay, you have to see the arishta yogas and see how they are placed in your chart. What are the planets involved into it? Okay, and always see the well-being of the lagna. If well-being of the lagna is maintained, then the diseases won't be troublesome for you. Even if you have a disease, you will come back, like you will recover faster. Okay, and Trimshamsha is the Varga chart, which is also important for knowing the recovery and the immunity to the diseases itself. Okay. I think I already answered this question. Some astrologers I have consulted told me Rahu in the 10th house gives problem in job. Is it true? No. In fact, in my observation, 10th house Rahu is amazing and has the ability to create its own world. This Rahu starts taking responsibility at a very young age. Okay, and during the Rahu Mahadasha, it shines even more. Okay, so check out the Mahadasha if you're going through the Rahu Mahadasha. Then this 10th house Rahu will definitely give you a rise in your career. Jupiter in Magha female. Yes. Namaste, my friend. Namaste, CCG. Welcome. Nice to see you. Can Ketu in Lagna in Navamsha show that person had problem during birth? No. Jupiter in Magha female. Yes, we have discussed that. Like Jupiter is the planet of wisdom and abundance, but more so when it comes to female chart, it is more about the husband as well. Okay, and Magha is the nakshatra of the Pitris. Magha is the nakshatra of the gift from the Pitris. We oftentimes get scared of the Pitris and feel that they are going to curse us just because we did not pay them the gratitude. If you are grateful about your ancestors, they will bless you, because we don't know the journey beyond this earthly life. Okay, there must be you have to pay the you have to be the you have to show the gratefulness towards your ancestors, and once you show that, your relationship will improve, Kirtiji. Okay, because Jupiter is the planet which is about the inherited, like Maga is an inherited powers from the Pitris, and Jupiter is also the significator of the husband in woman's life. So yes, you will see the improvement in your relationship. Can you tell me what in the chart says the best career? I have Sun in Libra in the eighth house, Pisces ascendant, Pisces moon in the first house, Jupiter in the first house, and Saturn in the sixth house. Please, there is nothing like a best career. Okay, there is something called as best time. When you have a great time, whatever you do will succeed. Okay, so Mahadasha will tell you the best time of your life. Okay, there are few Raj Yogas which are not Dasha based, and once they are active, they will keep giving you success throughout your life, especially the Gemini Raj Yogas. Okay, but apart from that, there is nothing like a best career. Why there is nothing like a best career? Because career is a complex thing. Career is a thing which is different at a different stage of life. Okay, for example, right now I'm doing astrology. I'm making YouTube videos. Okay, 10 years before I wasn't doing this, or 10 years after, maybe no, 10 years after, I'll be doing the same thing. But point here is, our life is changing. Our life keeps on changing. So what you do depends upon the specific dasha. So I always believe that focus on dasha, and you will have far better hold of your chart. Don't just get carried away by any Gachakesari yoga or any kind of yoga. No, just focus on the timing of dasha. Just get the hold of the dasha, and you will have the best career. Jupiter in the sixth, Scorpio, Saturn in the first house, basically. Yeah. Paralji, don't share your birth details here. It is not advisable. Jupiter in the Gandanta Nakshatra. Which Nakshatra it is? Okay, Gandanta is a karmic pattern, and which brings in ups and downs and transformation for your highest good and greatest growth. Okay, we go through things, we go through the eighth house ups and downs in life, then only we reach the bhagya. Before the ninth house of bhagya, there is ups and downs. So after ups and downs, there is bhagya. Can you please break down for me what the lord of a house is? Okay, I will do it. I'm just trying to pull some chart and show you that. Okay. Okay, so CC, CCG, you ask what is the Lord of the houses and what is the Lord and how exactly you can break it down. Now, if you look at the chart, this is the chart for right now. Like I just casted the chart for right now, and it shows Taurus ascendant, right? You would see the first house has ascendant return here, and Mars is placed in here. So when I say the Lord of the house, let's say Lord of the first house, what I mean to say is you see the number 2 here, which shows the sign. This is not the second house. This is ascendant, but it is the second house where Mars is placed in. And you see the Taurus sign. So the Lord of this is Venus. So what I would say, this person has ascendant Lord. The Lord of the first house is Venus. And then I will check on Venus and where it is placed in, and the drill follows. But the Lord of the house is the Lord of the, you know, Rashi placed into that house, and the Lord of that Rashi is the Lord of the house. Okay, I hope this has helped. Saturn Mahadasha plus Sade Sati with Saturn retrograde in the fifth house Libra Ascendant. Effects good, yeah, but you have to work on your expression. You have to express yourself better. Okay. Yes. Rahu and Moon in Scorpio Ascendant next month. Rahu Mahadasha Moon Antarashakam. What happened in the job and career? Can't really say anything with this. You need to see the chart. Okay. But when you have this kind of questions, okay, check the Dasha Antradasha as you said and see what's happening with them in the chart. I have a question. So, so we have an ascendant, but does that matter much? Because we use Dasha system, which one matters? Okay. See, ascendant is important because ascendant is one of the important reference point in chart reading. Okay. It is the first house at the eastern horizon wherein you really see this signs rising, right? Just like sun rises on the east horizon, all the rashis also rises on the each horizon. Each rashi rises on the horizon. We have 24 hours, we have 12 rashis. So each rashi gets 2 hours to go through that point of 30 degrees. Okay. So depending upon the degree of your ascendant, you will see that you get the degree of your ascendant and the Rashi. Okay, and that is super important. And when it comes to the Dasha system, there are many Dashas. Like there is Yogini Dasha, Narayani Dasha, Gemini Dasha, like Chara Dasha, Aya Dasha, and hundreds of types of Dashas. Okay, but Vimshottari Mahadasha is one of the most widely used and significant type of Mahadasha in Parashari system. Okay, so yes, ascendant is a different thing, Dasha system is a different thing, and we need both, and both are super important. So Venus Mars placed together in 11th house. Amazing. Enjoy your life. Libra Ascendant, Ketu, Sun, and Mars conjunct in the 11th house. I want to know about my network circle. Is very, very low. How can I increase the network circle? Like, in fact, why you want to increase the network circle? It will connect you to a lot of worthy people. Okay, don't try to just expand it. You will have connection with a lot of wealthy people and worthy people. Okay, just make sure you are being consistent in your life. We have already answered this question. Rupam Pinjarkar. Hello, sir. Hello, Rupam ji. If you have any question, please share that. Caliph Jackson. Moon conjunct Ketu in Ashwini Nakshatra. First and second padas. Is Moon controlled completely by Ketu? Like, just because it is in Ashwini doesn't mean that. Okay. And when it comes to the padas of Ashwini, the first two padas are Aries and Taurus. Okay. It is ruled by Mars and Venus, technically. And yes, and if you want to know more about the nakshatras, I have already made a separate playlist of nakshatras. And more than, see, when you're learning about nakshatras, more than the description of nakshatra and what it exactly means, the important thing is the deity and the story associated with the nakshatra. Just pay attention to the story associated with this nakshatra, and your understanding will go to the next level. Just listen to the stories. Okay. Like when you're listening to Shravan Nakshatra, just listen to the Vaman story. When you're listening to the Rohini Nakshatra or Jeshta Nakshatra, just look at the story of Daksha Prajapati and Lord Shiva. If you're reading about uh, Uttara Falguni, just listen more about Aryaman, or Purva Falguni about Bhaga, or about if you're reading about Anuradha or Vishaka, just try to understand the Radharani, more about Radharani. Okay, and try to feel how she must be thinking about Krishna and her quest for that impossible love in her life. Okay, so these are the stories. Like for Ashwin Nakshatra, there is a story of Surya, Sanjana, and Ashwini Kumar. So you should definitely check out that story. It really helps you. Okay, but for your question, in the first and second pada, it is ruled by Aries and Taurus, which is like Mars and Venus. Not exactly ruled by the Ketu. Okay, now next is, thank you, nice to be part here. CCG, thank you for being part of this. You're always welcome. If you have any questions, you can always reach out to me. Okay, I appreciate your work. Thank you. I have Magamun, yes. I'm in my Mercury Mahadasha. I have Mercury in the 12th house. Have Mercury in the 12th house with Cancer conjunct Sun and Venus. Mercury with Cancer conjunct Sun and Venus. Jupiter is in my first house with Libra Ascendant. Saturn is the 12th house in the sixth house with Capricorn. Amazing. Thanks for answering the question. Love to know whether the seventh in the sixth house. Thanks for answering my question. I would love to hear about the seventh lord in the, yeah. Barbara Begari. Yes, thank you, Barbara. What happens when moon is in Gandanta in Revati in 11 hours? Yeah, when a planet is in Gandanta, it shows you have some karmic dates to pay off with the situation of that time. With your In your case, it is with moon, which is about your mother. Okay, so check check out the incidences around your mother. You will know more about how it really changed your CCG. Thank you. Yes. Venus in Magha Nakshatra. Is it past life cursed female chart? No, absolutely no. When you have Venus in the Magha Nakshatra, it shows you have some gift of arts from the previous life. Amazing. It's a very good placement. How is retrograde Jupiter in the 8th house Ashwini for Virgo Lagna? Mars, the 8th lord in the 12th house, combusted. I'm not able to visualize that right now. I'm sorry. If Venus is conjunct with Mercury in Mula Nakshatra, right? Venus and Mercury are friendly signs. This is an amazing placement for, uh, you know, working in media or artistic things. What is the concept of functional malefic and functional benefic? See, this is quite confusing concept, functional malefic and functional benefic, but let me tell you one layer of it. Okay, when a planet is ruling a good house for that lagna, one kendra and one trine, it shows that planet will give good results for that. For example, Leo ascendant. Okay, let's look at Leo ascendant. If I look at the Leo ascendant, let me just share that. If you look at the Leo ascendant, let me make this as Leo ascendant. Okay, so now I have just made this as Leo ascendant. Now you will see that Mars is ruling the fourth house, Kendra house, and is ruling the ninth house. So one Kendra house and one trinal house. So this is a Yoga Karaka planet. Okay, this is a functional benefic. Okay, and similarly, when it rules the bad houses, it is the functional malefic. Okay, there are two more concepts to that. Okay, first is natural benefic and natural malefic. Like Jupiter is a natural benefic, right? Mars is a natural malefic, and so on. There is a list of these placement. Let me just show you if I could see this. I'm just trying to see the reports, and I want to see the planetary friendship. Yeah. Now here you will see that this is called as a natural relationship. Okay, so this is, you can take a screenshot of this for you. Okay, which is like, this is called as a Naisargik Maitri, which is natural friendship. So Sun is naturally friend with Moon, Mars, Jupiter, and enemies with this and neutral with this. Same, Moon is friends with Sun and Mercury. Mars is friends with Sun, Moon, Jupiter, Ketu. Mercury is friends with Sun and Venus. Jupiter is friends with Sun, Moon, Mars, and Rahu. Venus is friends with Mercury, Saturn, Rahu, and Ketu. Somebody was asking about Venus and Mercury conjunction, right? See, they are friends. Saturn is conjunct with Mercury, Venus, Rahu. Rahu is friends with Jupiter, Venus, Saturn, and Ketu is friends with Mars and Venus. So this is a normal friendship. This is a natural friendship, or this is a Naisargik Maitri. Okay, so we have this natural friendship, and then we have a temporal friendship. What is a temporal friendship? Temporal friendship is based on the lordship, which is based on your ascendant. Okay, let's say you have ascendant, which shows, let's take an example of Leo ascendant again. So for Leo Ascendant, Mars is Yoga Karaka. So though Mars is a natural malefic, it is becoming the functional benefic. Okay, a natural malefic planet, just because of the planetary rulership for that Lagna, becomes the functional benefic, and so on. So this is how you have to see the chart and see the functional benefic and functional malefic. But this is just one layer of it. It is a bit confusing. There are at least 20 rules to it. What if a planet is ruling the Kendra house, being malefic and ruling the Kendra house versus being benefic and ruling the Kendra houses, and so on. So you have, as a first layer, you can understand this. Okay, I hope this has helped your question answer. So thus, Saturn won't debilitated 511 axis, 11th with Moon and Saturn returning fifth. Jupiter retro. What does it individual? See, the fifth house is the house of self. Okay, and fifth house is also about your expressions. So the when I see this Saturn the fifth along with all these placements, I feel that you have on your work on your expressions. You will feel restricted. Jite Jite Khater. It is irrespective of any sign doesn't work. So that what can be done to make active? If I believe that the Dharma, the house of rest, okay, and it doesn't allow you what I've experienced. That because you work in the night. It's like 11:50 right now. Just right, that's in the house. So CCG, yes, thank you. And now I understand. I feel so good. Thank you, CCG. Like you understand and you feel good about it. You are thanking. I really appreciate this. Okay, you need for more. And if you stuck up, just reach out to me. Okay. Yes. Can you tell me about Ketu Dasha and best career for that, please? I'm in Ketu Dasha and it's in the 10th house. Okay. So for Dasha, you need to see many more things. It's not easy. And most of the astrologers go wrong with career because it is dynamic. You have to see the person as a whole, what that person can do at a specific time, which is going complex every single day. Okay. So for career, it is very difficult to predict. The astrologers go wrong with because they don't know it, right? There are many more new careers which I don't know, okay, which may be coming the signification of other planets. Some new age technology coming which will rule Rahu, and I have no idea about, right? So that's why like to see the chart as a whole when they're talking about career rather than just be absolute about it. Okay, Ketu in the 10th, so, you will have all the Ketu careers. No, work like at least for me. Virgo Ascendant, Venus, Mars. Namaste, sir. Virgo Ascendant, Venus, Mars, Rahu in second house, and Moon Ketu in the eighth house, and first house Mercury, Sun. What will happen, sir? My life is terrible. Don't say that. Don't say my life is terrible. Okay? Life is not happening to you, life is happening for you. Okay? Even I am facing a lot of challenges in my life. My life is not easy. I'm facing all the emotional turbulence. I become sad sometimes. I feel helpless. I feel that I can't be with someone I want to be with, to someone I love, and I just can't do anything. I just have to do this virtual meeting with them. Can't meet them in person. I feel helpless, right? So don't say that my life is sad and terrible. Say that life is happening for you to make you a different person, to bring in growth in your life. Okay, this is not any kind of a gyan I'm giving you, but this is my life experience. And the day I realized this, I started accepting and welcoming all the changes in my life as blessings. And that is the turning point for me, that really made my life happier, and I could keep smiling. So I started smiling more. Okay, and this is not a fake smile. This is a smile I always have earned this. Okay. Anyways, so don't say my life is terrible. But when it comes to all these planets, for Virgo Ascendant, one of the most important planet is Mars. Okay. So your Mars placed into the second house. You have to be careful with what you speak. Your speech kind of kind of hurt others. Okay. So just take care of that. Is Jupiter being trine from Moon auspicious sign or only being Kendra conjunct? See, Jupiter and Moon, if it is close in good dignity, will always give you good results. Okay. And if any planet in trine works in sync with each other. Okay, so same is the case with Jupiter. Pile 2. Love your videos. They are so helpful. What do you think about Rahu and Saturn conjunction in the 10th house with Rahu holding the highest degrees? Okay, so when you have Rahu Saturn conjunction, first thing I look for is, this Saturn will hold and control this Rahu to follow the path of Rahu. This Saturn will inspire this Rahu. Saturn will inspire. This is amazing, right? The Saturn will inspire this Rahu to be on his path of Rahu. Okay, and both these planets, the planet of karma and Rahu is the planet of abundant energy into the 10th house, is will give the strength to the 10th house. Anyways, very good placement. Yes, yes, it's. What about Mars in the eighth house? Mars in the eighth house, Punarvasu Nakshatra, and fourth pada. In the fourth pada, it goes debilitated. Okay, in the fourth pada, it goes debilitated. But again, when it goes debilitated, uh, I see a lot of material gains when Mars goes retrograde. Not retrograde, when Mars gets debilitated. Okay, so yeah, less calculating, more feeling will do. Thank you, sir. Yes, that's it. Like, feel more, judge less, and you'll be all right. The cosmic mom. Yes, thank you for your kind gestures. Retrograde Mars in Scorpio, Venus Kritika in the 10th house. Leo, amazing. I'm Gemini Ascendant, Mars in the 10th house. I'm turned 34 this summer. What can I expect with this house activation? See, just check the Lordship and see what's happening in this. And also the Dasha. Okay, don't just rely on the house activation by age. It is also associated with the Dasha. Yeah, we talked about this. Another question I noticed in my chart, I have Sun in Ashwini, Moon in Magha, and Ketu in Mula. They're all ruled under Ketu, correct? How does that work? Ashwini is, um, yeah, these are ruled, Dasha ruled by Ketu, but check out the deities of them. Like for Ashwini, it is the deity of Ashwini Kumar. For Magha, it is the deity is Pitri. And for Mula, the deity is, the roots are the symbolism associated with it. Okay, and the deity associated with the Mula Nakshatra is Nriti. Nriti is the deity of destruction. We have to make the destruction to create something new. Yes, I love that. Shri Hari Mulukunte. Saturn and Jupiter in the first house, Makar, Sun, Mercury, Ketu in the second house, Kumbha. How will my shares do? I don't know, sir. Preeti Dubey, hello, sir. Libra Ascendant and Venus in fifth house. Okay. So Venus is exalted, not exalted, is in Aquarius. Okay. In the fifth house with Mars and Sun in the, with Mars and Sun and Mercury in the seventh house, Rahu in the fourth house. Yeah. What about that? Thanks, Jen Pan K. In my D9 chart, I also have a Leo ascendant in Magha Nakshatra with Sun and Ketu. Does this mean for me? I don't follow CCG. I don't follow the nakshatras on Varga charts. I have I haven't studied them enough to really say anything about them. So apologize for that. I follow the nakshatras in D1 chart. That's it. YKR, I'm Pisces ascendant with retrograde Jupiter in the first house, Sun and Moon Magha, sixth house. Which house be significant for career? The first or the sixth? Both. Namaste, sir. Libra ascendant with retro Saturn in fourth and Venus in the 10th. What would be the effect? Check the dashas. Venus in Dhanishta Nakshatra in Aquarius sign with Saturn and Venus is also the seventh lord, Taurus. How will be the partner? Check the Darakaraka. Lot of lag. It is still lagging. Yeah, you can always check the website, but I'll still put the link. Abhijit, I use the Lahiri Ayanamsha, okay, while analyzing. You have Vishaka energy. Yes, thank you. Please tell me the stigma around Rahu, Jupiter, Guru Chandal, second house. See, Rahu and Jupiter, they considered as Guru Chandal Yoga. Even the Ketu and Jupiter is also Guru Chandal Yoga. Here, the Jupiter is the guru of the devas, and now the guru of the devas is with the demon Rahu, and now that creates a clash. But guru helps this Rahu, gives them the guidance. Okay, this gives them the guidance to know more about. Just a second. Okay, so Jnaneshwari Onaya. Yeah. So yes, when these two are planned, I always believe that these two are abundant energies. Rahu is expansive, abundant energy, and and Jupiter is also about the expansion. Okay, but this Jupiter controls this Rahu well. Okay, but again, these people have to be careful with their belief system, what they believe in. Okay, they should not get brainwashed. Is an important thing for this. Okay, but they have that with Rahu and Jupiter, they get that guidance as well. But I don't consider it as a bad placement. Personally, I don't think so. Results of Moon and Saturn conjunct in Pisces in 10th house. Any planet in 10th house is welcome. Yes, why not? I believe in this. Thank you, sir. But explain Mars, Rahu. Yeah. Thank you so much. Appreciate the effort you put into helping people. Yes, Payalji, thank you for appreciating my work. It really helps me and inspires me to help all of you. Thank you. We are going to read all the comments. Okay, so don't worry about that. I don't know how much time will it take, but I'm going to read all the comments and will respond to all of you. If you have put the comment and I'm not still reach out to you, just be patient, stay with me. We'll read each and every comment. Don't put the comment twice or don't spam. I will block. Okay, clear, so that I can reach to more and more people. And even if I miss something, even if I miss uh, if I could not answer you, I'll respond to it into the comment section. You can put that question again. Okay, but I will try to complete and cover almost all the questions right here. Okay, so just keep going. Hello, sir. Venus and Saturn in the fourth house and Scorpio ascendant. How will be the result? Again, Saturn in the fourth house, you have to work on your sleep. Jupiter in Jupiter in Taurus in fifth house, and effects of Jupiter from its third. Okay, so Jupiter in the fifth house goes into like the house of self. Okay, the planet of divine guidance comes into the house of self, so it shows you will have greater awareness about yourself. Hi, sir. It's inspiring when you tell about astrology. Myself also learning. I want to know Rashi or Lagna, which plays important role in planet movement daily basis and Dashas, how much percent. Okay. So thank you for your kind words, Balaji. Balaji ji. Okay. And Lagna is also important. We discussed about the significance of ascendant, but when you're judging the transit, also give importance to moon. I personally use moon more than Lagna, but there are people who use Lagna and get excellent results. So I try to combine them, but for me, moon Rashi is more important when we are looking for transit, because moon is the planet which shows how you feel and what decisions do you take, and now that is getting impacted. That's what we see in Sade Sati, right? Sade Sati is when Saturn is 12th to your moon, over your moon, and second to your moon, not to your ascendant, right? So moon is more important than the ascendant for me. Okay, but I still use Lagna as a confirmation, or for health issues, I use the Lagna. Hello, father-son relationship. Yes, what about that? Cosmic. Thank you, sir. Thank you, the cosmic mom. Karan, how do I follow my Rahu in the fifth house while Saturn ruling? Thank you. Be consistent. That's it. That's the mantra. Thank you, sir. God bless. Thank you, Kartika Ratan. Thank you for your kind words. I hope that made sense. I have Capricorn sign ruling the fifth house and Saturn. Yes, yes, Karen. I got your question. What role does Atmakaraka Nakshatra plays in individual's life? I don't know. Okay, I don't have knowledge about it. But Atmakaraka is the soul's journey. Hi, sir. Fan for an Aries ascendant, Mars in ascendant, Jupiter, Ketu in 8th, Scorpio in Jupiter, Mahadasha. Is there a chance of experiencing clairvoyance, supernatural things? Okay, for these, you need to check the Mercury and the 12th house because Mercury is about communication. 12th house is about the not occult and wisdom, but things beyond this realm. So 8th house and 12th house become important. Okay, yeah. Anusha Mamigatti. How? Hi, I'm Scorpio ascendant and have Venus in the seventh house with Taurus sign and Jupiter in the fifth house with Pisces. Is it love marriage? Scorpio ascendant, Venus in the seventh house in Taurus, and Jupiter in the fifth house in Pisces. Okay, is it a love? You need to see if there is any connection between these. Okay, I don't see the connection between the Venus in the seventh lord with the fifth lord Jupiter. Okay, you always have to see whether your love is going to get converted into a marriage, to see the fifth lord, the seventh lord into the fifth house. Okay, there are many other ways to look at it as well, but this is a more easier way to confirm this. Thank you, my friend, for another great teaching video. I'm signing off. I have to go get back to work. Yes, thank you, CCG. Keep coming to the sessions. I really appreciate your work. Okay, thank you. Alexander Biro, hello. Could you please provide more details on where and how to interpret relationship between son and father? Son is Taurus with Gemini moon ascendant. Father is Scorpio Virgo rising with moon in ascendant. Now you're trying to see two charts as a whole in here. Okay. When we look for a relationship between son and father, let's say you're looking at the chart of the sun, then you need to see, what's happening with the father, and see the father's chart and see what's happening with the son's house, right? But when you are trying to combine two of the when you're trying to combine two charts, then it becomes a different game altogether. Like then you have to match the dasha, what this person's nature is, what the other person means, and how do you see the son in the father's life as a person. Okay, and then there are many layers to it. It becomes a multi-layer, hardworking comparison of the charts. Okay, but if you want to know more about just son and father relationship from a chart, check the fifth lord, check the ninth lord, check the sun and Saturn. I have observed that whenever I see the sun and Saturn conjunct in a chart, I see some challenges with the son father relationship into their life. Okay, both of them can be great people, but still they don't have that bonding together. Okay, or let's say sun into the sign of Saturn, or sun and Saturn conjunction in any sign. This can challenge the son and father relationship. I hope this has helped you. Jupiter 9 degrees, Sun 28 degrees in second house in Sagittarius sign. How will be the Jupiter Mahadasha coming in 2025? I don't know. Thank you, Avneet. Thank you, YKR. Thank you, Koeli. I think we discussed about this. Sir, my seventh house is aspected by seven planets. They are Sun, Mercury. Amazing. You know, when more and more planets aspect your house, that becomes a focus point of your chart. Gemini Ascendant with Mercury and Jupiter in the fourth house in Hasta Nakshatra. Amazing. Okay, you should definitely check out my video on Venus, Mercury in Hasta Nakshatra. Yesterday only I posted it. Okay, wherein we have discussed about this. And whenever I see Mercury and Jupiter conjunct, it shows the thirst and thirst for the knowledge. These people are all about gaining knowledge, more and more knowledge. Okay, yeah. Thank you. Love your informative videos. Thank you. I really appreciate you joining me into this journey of Pramanic astrology. Thank you so much, sir, for answering all my questions. God bless you. Good vibes, good vibes. Same to you, Anju. Good vibes, high vibes. That's what, that's all we have to share. Take that. Can you please little bit explain about planet in Mrityu Bhag degree? No, I won't be able to discuss that here. But if you have any queries, you can email me. Would definitely happy to help you. So, so do any famous personalities have their Lagna Lord in any of? A lot of them have. A lot of them have them. Okay, not exactly. Some of them don't have the Lagna Lord, but let's say they might have Atmakaraka placed in here. Okay, let me see if. Okay, so if you just look at this chart, this is one of my favorite charts. Right, you would see that Atmakaraka is Sun, and now that is getting into the eighth house with a debilitated Venus, and this guy work in a film industry, right? So there are a lot of examples wherein I have seen even the Lagna Lord getting into the eighth house, 12th house, sixth house, but they are cancelled beautifully. Okay, they're cancelled beautifully, or either they are not getting the dashas of those planets, or they have some kind of a challenge for that specific thing. Let's say if it is about the father and they don't have the father, or their father left them early, something like that, right? And that's it, but their career is not impacted, their reputation, money, fame has not impacted, and they're making a lot of money and making the impact. And so I want to know about Venus and Jupiter. I want to know about Venus and Jupiter in the seventh, Virgo ascendant in Uttara Bhadrapada Nakshatra, and Saturn in the eighth house, Mars. I'm not able to visualize for some reason. I'm getting blocked. Apologies for that. So please make videos relating to D1 and D9. We have already made that. Let me just see if I could find one video. You can go and check that video on my channel. There is one video called as conjunctions from D1 to D9 or something like that. Just check that video. There are many videos about D9 as well. Like planets in the first house in D1. Yeah, exactly. The same thing we have explained there. Thank you, sir, explaining well. Wash hands. You skipped two times my question. It's okay. Be patient. Hello, sir. I want to know about marriage, Venus and Jupiter in the seventh house for Virgo ascendant. Okay, so it goes into Pisces sign, the sign of exaltation for Venus, and for Jupiter, it's its own sign. and in Uttara Bhadrapada Nakshatra. What is Uttara Bhadrapada Nakshatra? Uttara Bhadrapada Nakshatra is into the Pisces, and it is Dasha ruled by the Airbudnya, and it is about the twins. Okay, so I'm not able to visualize the letter part, but about this, I like this conjunction in the seventh house. It resonates with the seventh house. Seventh house is about marriage, long-term relationships, and when I see Venus placed in there, when I see Jupiter, which is also a planet of husband in woman's chart, I like it. I like to see these combination into the seventh house in Pisces. Love that. Adis, Aditya Samir Sharma, love your clarity, sir. My question is, I have heard that if Saturn is in the second house of Navamsha, spouse will have long life. What effects does it have if Saturn and Ketu are together? See, when planets are in D9 chart, we oftentimes get carried away, looking at them isolated. You should not do that. Because for you, I've already explained that. Let me just check that video. Let me just bring that video. Let me just look at that. I'm still just looking for that video. Anyway, you can search the video name Conjunction D1 versus D9. I don't have that video right now handy, but that will really answer your question. Kunal Agarwalji. I'm going through Venus Mahadasha and Jupiter Antradasha. I'm Leo Ascendant. My Venus is in ninth house. So for Leo, ninth house is 11, 12. First, okay. My Venus in ninth house conjunct with Rahu in Aries, and Jupiter in the seventh house in Aquarius with Mercury conjunction. What is your question? Kartika Srija Suresh. Hi, my date of birth. I have resigned the job. Let me know whether I will get another job to professor. Don't share your birth details here. If you have any question, just email me. I'll try to answer that. Okay. Don't just put your personal details here. I appreciate very much energy and knowledge here. Thank you, Alexander Biro. Rahu in Dhanishta Nakshatra. Yeah, it is good. Jupiter, Venus, Mercury conjunct 12th house for Aries. Amazing. I have learned a lot through Pramanic Astrology. Thank you, B Square. Stay tuned in for more. Don't share your birth details here. It won't help. Not advisable. I think we have covered this. Mercury in sixth house. Yeah, Mercury in the sixth house in Chester. Yeah. Mercury in the sixth house in Jyeshtha Nakshatra. Yeah. What about that? What is your question? Okay. Hello, sir. My sun and Mercury in the 10th house in Aries. Is it Buddhaditya? Definitely. Why not? Sun in the 10th house, no matter what Rashi it is shining bright in the sky at 12 noon. Okay. So it is one of the most powerful planet. It gets the directional strength into the 10th house. Okay. And Mercury loves to be into the 10th house. Okay. It is not as strong as Rahu, Saturn, or Mars, but yet Mercury in the 10th house makes you versatile at workplace. You can adapt to multiple careers. That's what the demand of 2022 is, right? You can't just get the degree and job. You have to learn. You have to upgrade yourself. You have to have the skills, right? Dipanshu Sharma, sir, you skipped my question. What was your question? Did I really skip your question? I'm so sorry about that. Let me just go back again and see. I don't see your question. I don't see your question. Anyway, can you just put that again? I will read that. Okay, don't worry about that. So I'm just going. So which house represents elementary, high school, graduation? 159. Just I keep them adding. Don't forget to like everyone. 20. Yes, guys. If you are getting value from this video, just hit the like button. I don't like to say this. I'm not good at this, but this is the only way YouTube will know that this content is worth watching. Okay, so just if you feel this is worth watching and everybody should watch it, then hit the like button, or then hit the dislike button if you don't like that. Okay, now next is Jupiter, Venus, Mercury, Rahu in the first house, Libra Ascendant. Is it good? Yes. Amazing. It works with, when Rahu is conjunct with so many planets, it shows there is a future karma associated with these planets. Like I like the conjunction of Jupiter and not Jupiter, the Rahu and Mercury. Intelligent, abundant, and futuristic conjunction. I really like this conjunction. Please tell me about Jupiter Dasha, Rahu Antradasha for Gemini Ascendant. Yeah, Jupiter is not a friendly planet for. No, it's a friendly, like your Taurus Ascendant, right? Gemini Ascendant. Okay. For Gemini Ascendant, it is ruling the seventh and the 10th house. Okay, now again, there is a rule around this. When a Benefic rules the Kendra and is not a Lagna, then it again, you have to analyze it little bit in depth to know more about it. Okay, whether it is associated with a Malefic and so on. But being the Kendra Lord, it is a stronger planet for Gemini Ascendant. Okay, check its association with Mercury as well. But when Rahu is coming in, just tell me the placement of Rahu as well. Happy to help. If my birth time is correct, I have had a number. If my birth, if my time of birth is correct, and I have had a number of consultations from different, but timing of marriage has not come true. What could be the reason for that, in your opinion? I think that this is the lack on the part of the astrologers, not the astrology. Okay, sometimes we have a limited knowledge as an astrologer, or we tend to forget to see certain things. Okay, so I apologize from, on behalf of all the astrologers, that you are not able to find the guidance through astrology. But astrology can never go wrong. It's just the inability of the astrologers like us, who are not able to see things as it is. Okay, so just so that's the only thing I could see. Okay, because you said the timing is right, otherwise you will have to do the birth time rectification and see, re-engineering, like reverse engineering the events. Usually what we do with the chart, we see the chart and see, okay, on in 2023 you will get a job, in 2025 you will get married, you will have kids, you will have home, right? But it's like, you want to find the timing, which one is the right timing, what is my ascendant, and so on. So you reverse engineer, when did you get a job, in 2002? Okay, so if I get a Cancer ascendant, then only all the planetary dashas and antradashas is indicating that you will get a job at that time. Okay, this is how you do. And one of my friend, my brother, Van Paul Manliji, is, has just written one book, and he has some great stuff about the rectification of birth time rectification. You should definitely check out the work of Van Paul Manliji. Okay, he's a great hardworking astrologer. You make so many videos, but you hardly make videos on remedies. Why? Because I don't know the remedies. Okay, because I don't know the remedies. That's it. Venus Ketu conjunction in Virgo in the second house, aspected by Rahu. Okay, my life is totally messed up. I think it is the worst placement. Don't say this. I, it's my humble request to don't just say bad things about yourself. Okay, right now I was telling you that the life is happening for you and not happening to you. Okay, so don't take it personal. And when you have Ketu in the second house and Rahu in the eighth house, it shows you have a lot of trust issues and you have to put in a lot of value in others. You have to appreciate the other person. And there would be some hidden aspects to your personality which nobody else is going to know more about it. Pushpit Singh, sir, you are the first person that is answering all queries. Thumbs up. Pushpit ji, that's why I'm at the 11:56 p.m. here in India. I'm, reading all the comments because I believe that everybody should get the guidance. Not everybody needs a consultation. Not everybody is willing to spend on consultation because they have some experiences around that, but it's my mission to help people and help and guide them and support them. That's why I'm here reading all the comments and replying to all the comments, so that even if those of my friend who are not willing to spend on the consultation, or they don't afford right now, or they are in deep pain and want some message, I am the channel for them to get the divine guidance. Okay, that's what I asked God for. Anyway, thanks a lot for appreciating it. It really helps me keep going. Seashells, hi. Do you have any question? Please share. Sir, thank you so much for answering my question. God bless you. Thank you, Saurabhji. Any general remedies for second marriage? No, I don't know about remedies. I'm so sorry about that. I'm Leo Ascendant. I have Saturn retrograde in the fourth house. Is it good for construction business? This information is not enough. But I have seen that the Sun, Mars, and Saturn conjunction is very good for construction. What if the ninth lord is in Lagna? That is Mercury in Libra Ascendant. How is it for profession? Again, profession is multi-dimensional and time specific. Okay, please understand. But anytime when ninth lord goes into the first house, it's amazing. It's like, your best placement, the best house is coming into your personality. Ninth house is the Bhagya house. The ninth lord is coming into the first house. Amazing. This will make you fortunate in all sphere of your life, including the profession. You will get the right time opportunity. You will meet someone. We have a placement here, we have some vacancy, are you available? Bam, you got it, right, within no time. For someone confused between Sagittarius and Capricorn ascendant, by changing couple of minutes, can you tell me basic difference between two which will help determine the ascendant? The first, now this is where the re-engineering part comes in. Don't just say it for yourself. I feel I'm more like Capricorn. No, don't judge it for yourself. Just see what's happening in your chart, technically analyze it, and then only decide. Okay, no point in just describing what is the difference and then you will see and decide on yourself. Okay, so you have to match the events, not just how you feel about it. So can you please tell me how the results of Mahadasha change if Mahadasha Lord is conjunct with other planets? Absolutely. Because when a planet conjuncts with other Dasha Lord, it becomes, that combination becomes active in one's chart during that time. Okay, so conjunction is powerful than aspect and has a deeper impact even during the Mahadasha as well. Seashells. Leo ascendant Jupiter in Gemini running Buddha Mahadasha will start Jupiter Antardasha. How will that be? Okay, so for Leo ascendant Jupiter in Gemini in the 11th house, okay, so it will activate the 11th house of gains, okay, and the divine guidance of Jupiter, the abundance and profits and surplus income, all the positivity of Jupiter. Okay, and with Leo ascendant, it will also activate the fifth house of self expression, cinema, media, or any creative work as well. Okay, I hope so. These will be the themes for you in this Mahadasha. Barnali, does seventh house Ketu keeps us away from getting married? No, in fact, it makes us rely on the relationships more. Like you always want to get married, you always want to be with partners, and your life force wants you to be on the first house Rahu. You, your life, like universe wants you to be independent, rely on yourself, and then your relationships will improve. Don't just rely on the relationships. Yes, but anytime you can get married. In fact, I have seen Ketu in the seventh house people get in a relationship quite early in the life. Leo ascendant, Jupiter in the third house, Jupiter Mahadasha about to begin. Yes, excellent. Sir, you missed my question three times. I didn't get your question. Please put in here. Does Ketu? Yeah, we talked about this. Saturn in Ashlesha. Saturn in Ashlesha Nakshatra in the fourth pada. Okay, so in the fourth pada, it goes into the Pisces Navamsha. Aries rising Leo, seventh house, eighth house. Any wisdom? Thank you. I'm going through Venus Mahadasha. Yeah. Yes. So yes, this was. So yes, this was, you know the live Q&A. As much as I could read, I think I completed almost all up till now. If you still have any questions, you can just send me on the comment of the same video and I will respond to it. Keep watching Pramanic Astrology, sending you tons of positive energy, sending you high vibrations. Will keep moving higher and, sending you high vibrations. See you in the next videos. Love and peace. Namaste.